Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Coming up this weekend, an exciting opportunity for actors and actresses. Bollywood film star Anshuman Jha is hosting an acting masterclass here in Winston-Salem. It will be held tomorrow and again on Sunday on Meyer Lee Drive, and registration is limited.
And Anshuman Jha is joining us live this morning to share more about it. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the Local Vibe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure.
So first, let's just talk about your journey as an actor over the past 2 decades. You've been on stage, on screen. Tell us more about your history there.
It's been a dream come true. I wanted to be an actor since I was 5 years old. So I got lucky. I got some really good teachers. I started my stage journey when I was 16 professionally in Mumbai, Bombay, India, which is like the heart of the Indian film industry. And I did stage for about 8 years, and then I was again very lucky, got my first film with Dibakar Banerjee, who's like the Indian auteur. He's like one of the finest filmmakers in Asia, for a film called LSD, which stood for Love, Sex and Deceit. That's on Netflix. And that kind of steamrolled. From there on, it's just been a dream come true, because I've been consciously trying to be a part of stories that are not necessarily mainstream, but stories that have a social relevance. Just like my last film is an animal lover vigilante film, which is an action film, but it's about a vigilante who fights for dogs and animals. So that's been the conscious effort, that create art, but art with a voice. So yeah, just very glad to be here.
That's awesome. And we're glad to host you. We know this weekend's master class is going on. Tell us some topics that you plan to cover.
Yeah, it's a workshop I have done previously on invitation when I've traveled to film festivals in New York, Singapore, at my home country, India, of course, in Mumbai, and in Germany. The last time I did it was in December in Germany at Stuttgart at the International Film Festival there. And it kind of covers everything I have learned over the last 2 decades and more, probably through my training as an actor. It delves into memory, which is one of the most critical elements for actors, because you got to learn your lines. It delves into concentration, because you need to concentrate to be anything in life. It kind of taps into Natya Shastra, which is one of the ancient Indian texts on drama, and the 9 basic emotions that human beings have, anger, sadness, happiness, and how that's connected to breath. So how, if you can master your breath, you don't really, there are different schools of acting, method, or what Stanislavski taught. But if you master your breath, you can have emotions on a tap. So it kind of delves into all of these things in a really fun and, game-oriented way, so that artists, not just actors, I feel artists who are storytellers, even painters, cinematographers have done my workshop before. It kind of helps them connect with who you are internally. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, breath. I've never thought about it from that perspective, but that really is so true and crucial. That'll be impactful, I think, for all those different people you just mentioned. So this is not your only tie to the triad, this event. What else brings you to Winston-Salem?
Well, my wife is from North Carolina, so they're from Yadkinville, which is about 15, 20 minutes from Winston-Salem, and I personally love Winston. In fact, last night I was at the Aperture Cinema watching a film from the New York Dog Film Festival.
Yes.
And it was amazing. There's a charm to Winston. We've just had a first child, so I'm actually here because, thank you. She's a month old now, and I'm going back next week. So when Vicino Center invited me to do this workshop, I said, sure. I've done it in bigger cities in New York, Singapore, Mumbai. It'll be great to do it in a art-centric town like Winston, because I see a lot of art and culture. Even just the graffitis on the wall, there's a vibe to the city, which I personally really like. So yeah, that's what brings me here.
I was just about to say why you think this is a good area for this kind of workshop. What are you hoping people get out of the 2 days of all of your lessons? You were just going over some of them.
Well, to be honest, like I said, it's an artist workshop, but it's also I feel whatever art we create is an extension of what kind of human beings we are. So I think if we can channelize our energies into discovering who we are, it leads us to creating better art, quote unquote better, however you take that as. Because if you're connected consciously and if you're aware, the workshop makes you more conscious, more aware. And I think that's, in my view, the route to being a happy artist. Success and failure is the world's doing. But I think if you can connect to yourself, you can be honest And that's the one thing I try to share with anybody who comes for the workshop. And to be honest, I learn as much as I give. So I'll be brutally honest. Every time I've conducted this workshop, I've taken back from it because different cultures have, like in Germany, I had people from America, from Germany, from South Africa. It's just interesting to interact with artists from around the world because they bring their own special energy.
That's amazing. Well, it was a pleasure to have you on our show. Thank you so much for your time. We hope for a very successful weekend too of workshops. The Art of Bollywood Acting Masterclass is tomorrow and again Sunday. It's happening at the address you see on your screen, 3477 Meyer Lee Drive in Winston-Salem. Registration does cost $150. For more information, visit VecinoCenter.com/events.